All right, so sticking to the stablecoin theme, a couple of things. We just talked about how Stripe is buying Privy. Other news items from the world of stables this week include that Shopify is now going to support merchant transactions using the USDC stablecoin from Circle on the Base blockchain, which is Coinbase. So we're seeing those companies work together to increase the availability and usability of stablecoins. And then news today is that Walmart and Amazon, and then quoting the journal here, and other multinational giants have recently explored whether to issue their own stablecoins in the US. So we could see a dramatic expansion in the number of stablecoins in the market. And it seems in response to that, Jason, Visa and MasterCard both lost about 4 or 5% because they might be essentially circumvented in some cases. Now, both Walmart and Amazon have more than $150 billion in quarterly revenue. So we're talking about, in theory, a lot of money movement that could be swapped over to stablecoins. And that, I think, really opens up a lot of opportunities for startups because there's probably a lot of tooling to be built in and around the stablecoin space. And I don't think that the couple of stablecoin startups we have in the Twist 500, One Money and Stably, are all the companies that are going to do well here. But I think our thesis about stablecoins is really coming good.
Stripe bought Bridge. Yesterday, Stripe made a second purchase, which was a wallet company named Privy. And so these two, I guess the thesis are some way related, and that Stripe is going to give their partners, maybe even customers, I don't know, are they going to go to the customer level and let people have wallets and then let people buy stuff with stablecoins? Or are they going to be the provider of stablecoins to their top merchants so they can make their own? This is a theory I've been thinking about. Like maybe everybody who does over $1 billion in transactions could have their own stablecoin. And if I send you $1 million in Amazon as a supplier, and you give me $1 million in Shopify, it's all the same thing. Who cares? They're all backed by US treasuries.
I will point out that Privy is less of a consumer wallet service, Jason, and more of like wallet infrastructure. Sorry for the buzzwords, but provides a technology that underpins crypto wallets. So I wouldn't say consumer facing. I mean, Stripe isn't, right? That's not their main thing. They're not trying to be a company my mom knows, but they want to be a company that everyone who sells to my mom uses. On the everyone with $1 billion more in revenue.
I would pause on that for a second. I wonder if, Stripe at some point will make a play for the consumer wallet. And if they're buying something that enables crypto wallets, why wouldn't Stripe have its own, PayPal type product? I've always wondered, that would be quite accretive. And the reason I think that is because they said Shopify would never have like a portal, and they have Shop, and I have the Shop app, and I have shop.com. And I find myself looking at the, just on this like 3 or 4 times since I got a little more frisky in buying direct from different bespoke brands, as I was just buying stuff on Amazon, which I was finding like the quality was going down. And I was looking for the slightly higher quality products. So these glasses that I wear in my readers are from Cadis, Caddis. And, Cadis, I think, is a Shopify store. So when my delivery comes, they put all my Shopify deliveries in one location, the Shop app. So now I have that app. I wonder if Stripe will make a play eventually for consumer wallets in some way.
It could be. And by the way, just so everyone knows, the Shop app is actually very highly ranked. It's currently number 21 on the US free iOS rankings. So,
interesting.
I mean, top 50 is a big deal. Top 25 is a hit. I'll add to your point, though. Klarna has an app that lets you, I think, search around and buy things because they want to drive more GMV. So why not help with that? So I guess the question is,
Klarna, the buy now, pay later app, is saying, here are the merchants who support buy now, pay later. So if you're buying things in installments, start here. It's almost like those stores. What were those stores called? Layaway stores that existed in the 80s or 90s. You could go to a store that you could rent to buy. Remember those stores, rent to buy stores?
Rent-A-Center.
Rent-A-Center, correct. So maybe that's kind of like Rent-A-Center for them. Interesting. So that seems to be an interesting theme. If you own the merchants, you own the businesses, at some point, do you subtly make a play for consumers?